Hi there, this is Ashley, and today we are going to work out all of the major muscle groups in our body, including a warm-up and a cool down with a little bit of abs. And this workout is specifically designed for people who are not able to get on the floor very well or have shoulder pain, don't have dumbbells, or are not able to stand for long amounts of time. So I've designed it to cover a lot of different fitness levels, but it's also very basic, so you should not have any issue when it comes to pain or being a detriment to being able to get a good workout. So enjoy the workout.
So yeah, what we'll do for those who are able to stand and do this, we're going to do a warm up, and we're going to go into some strength and cardio, and finish with some abs and a little bit of stretching if there's time. So it's about 35 minutes of strength and cardio, and then we could do about 5 to 10 minutes of just some easy stretches. So let's start with a warm up. Standing. Scoot this back a little bit. So for those, yeah, everybody, all right, good job, Freda, awesome. So we'll start with a kick across. We want to start warming up through those hips. If at any time during the workout you feel lightheaded, you feel dizzy, anything, please just sit down and take a little break. My goal is to not bring your heart rate super high, but I do not also want you to pass out. So just be mindful of your cardio. Keep that belly button pulled to your spine, back nice and tall. Perfect. We're going to go to a hamstring curl here. So you're going to feel a nice stretch in those quads, and then also pulling your arms behind you if you can. If you're holding on to something and you want to like alternate arm, so you get a little stretch through that shoulder, you can. 3, 2, good. 1. We're going to kick it out, stretch through your hamstrings here. A little lower back if your lower back is tight. Again, back nice and tall, belly button pulled to spine. Good, good, good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, we're gonna punch across, working through that upper body. Excellent. A little rotation on that toe so you can pivot and get a little bit more stretch through the oblique. You'll feel a nice stretch through your upper back here. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. Hopefully your heart rate's starting to come up just a little bit. We're going to step behind and reach that arm over. You're going to look like a ballerina. This is going to stretch your oblique, your TFL, and it should feel really good. Maybe even a little bit of tricep. Keeping that back nice and tall. Good job. Everybody's looking good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to go to a wide stance. Toes pointed out just a little bit. I'm going to lean, stick your hips back so you get a nice inner thigh stretch. Come forward. Other side. Come forward. Should feel good. All of these are dynamic stretches, so there should be no weight or pain in your knees. So you're going to sit your hips back. Your knees should never go past your toe. So you're sitting those hips back. Good. We'll do a couple more, one each side. Good. Perfect. Let's get some arm range of motion here through those shoulders. So we're going to do that backward swimmer. Excellent. Everybody's looking good. Perfect. Forward. So now we're doing a front crawl here if you were in a pool. Just getting some range of motion in those shoulders. Perfect. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So how is everybody feeling? Your heart rate coming up just a little bit, starting to feel warmer? Yeah, give me a thumbs up if you're still there. Okay, good. 2 of you are. Awesome. 3. So going to do some very easy sit down and stand up. I just want to start working some leg strength a little bit more here. We're just going to do about 10 here. So sitting down, standing up. If you prefer to just do a squat without a bench to sit on, that's fine. Good. We have about 5 more here. Good. You should not have any knee pain. So you're keeping those knees behind your toes. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Let's get some low impact jumping jacks. This is going to be one of the cardio that we do interspersed between the strength. So if you want to do a low impact, it's right here. Back nice and tall. Good job, Freda. Looking good. If you want to jump it, you can, but that turns it into a lot of impact on the knees. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, does everybody feel warmed up? Awesome. Okay, I see thumbs up. So we're gonna go into the strength portion. So what we're gonna do, 30 seconds of work with a 10-second break. We're gonna do that 3 times, and then we're gonna get into the cardio part. So you don't necessarily have to have weights. You can use, do an isometric hold. So just depending on your fitness level, I'll show you 2 different options. So we're gonna start with, if you prefer not to do sit down stand-ups or squats because your knees hurt or balance, all I want you to do is sit in your chair and hold your legs out for 30 seconds. So that's one option. Option number 2 is a squat. Okay, so you have 2 options: sit and hold those legs out, or squat, a sit down stand up. We're gonna do 30 seconds. Ready and go. Good. So on those squats, please make sure your knees are not going past your toes. So you shouldn't be here, keeping the weight over the center of your foot. Belly button pulled to spine. Back nice and tall. So you're not trying to reach and bend here. You want to keep that back really tall so you're engaging your glutes and your quads. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Silence that phone call. Okay, going again. 3, 2, 1, and go. Excellent. Heart rate should be coming up. I see Barb using some dumbbells. That's awesome. If you want to hold on to a dumbbell or 2 and add challenge, you can always add some dumbbells to your shoulders. You don't have to though, because it just depends on how many squats you've been doing in the past month or 2. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Good job. So again, your other option, if your legs are getting tired, is just sit and hold those legs out for your last round. Okay. Ready and go. Extend those legs or squat. It's really up to you. Good job. Just make sure if you have weights and dumbbells up here, you're keeping your back tall and the weight pushing through your heel so that you're not front loading on your toe. So good job. You should be starting to feel those muscles in those quads working pretty good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Good. Okay, go into some cardio. Jumping jacks. We'll go back to those in 3, 2, 1, and go. 30 seconds here. Perfect. Good job, Barb. Good job, Ella. I can't see Ella, but good job, Jody. Karen, you guys are doing awesome. Bernice, Barry, you guys are rocking it. Good job, Mac. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Perfect. Okay, so let's give your legs a break. We're gonna go to upper body. So we're gonna go to chest first. So what that's gonna look like, the isometric hold on your chest is just pushing your hands together as hard as you can and holding it there. If you would prefer to do a strength portion, you can do a push-up off the floor, or you can do the push-up off of a countertop if you prefer to do a push-up instead of this. So I'll leave it up to you, all right? 30 seconds. Looks like everybody's gonna do that. Okay, and go. You're just gonna push those hands together as hard as you can. You're gonna feel it through your shoulders, but you're also gonna work through your chest. So I really want you to feel like the pectoralis muscles working. Keep those hands across the nipple line. You don't want them to be way up here because then it works a different part of the chest. So keep those hands right in front of the chest. Good job. Excellent. Take a break. Hopefully you felt it working here. Yeah? Or did you feel it elsewhere? Shoulders, a little bit of shoulder. Yeah. And wrists.
Wrists.
You guys are hardcore on yourselves. Wrists. Okay. You can always try and do it off of a countertop or something if you want. It's a little less, maybe. Ready and go. And do it again. If you prefer to do those push-ups, you can. It's really up to you. If you want to do them on the floor, but your wrists hurt, you can always grab your dumbbells and do them there, because that will help your wrists not be in a flexed position. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, perfect. One more round. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. All right. Not super strenuous, but if you're pushing hard enough, I'm sorry your wrists hurt. There's not much I can do about your wrists. We could do chest presses, but that requires getting on the floor. So I didn't know how comfortable some of you would be with that. 10 more seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and take a break. Good. Okay, second cardio, we're gonna alternate between these two, is a vertical mountain climber. So you're gonna be just right here, hands and arms. As long as those arms are going over your head, you can make it happen. If you need to sit, you can do it seated as well, but your arms, having your hands go over your head will increase your heart rate. So whatever is most comfortable. If you want to do a jogging one, you can. Here's 10, 9. Good job. And done. Good job. Okay, hamstrings. So for those who are standing, we're gonna do some good mornings. Hands are gonna be here behind your ears, knees soft, abs tight, hinging at the hips, keeping your legs pretty much straight, but your back has to be straight. You don't want to round or else it's going to hurt your lower back. So pull those shoulder blades back. Okay, so that's option number 1. Option number 2, if you want to do these seated, sit in a chair and then try to push your heels into the bottom of your chair. And that'll create tension in that hamstring. So you'll just curl your legs under your chair and hold it there. So those are your 2 options, okay? So good mornings or the seated hamstring iso hold. All right, 30 seconds. Here we go. So good mornings, keeping that back nice and flat. You should feel a nice stretch in the back of your hamstrings, the back of your legs. Keep that belly button pulled to your spine so that your core supports your lower back. Good job, keeping these elbows back. Good, almost done with this 30 seconds. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Good. How's everybody's lower back doing? Is it okay? All right, all right, all right, good. So 3, 2, we're gonna do that one again, and go. You always have, if you're starting to feel your lower back working too much here, because it does do some work, You can always switch to the seated and then just push your heels or pull your heels into the bottom of that chair. So you have another option if your lower back is getting tired. But keep those elbows back, squeezing your shoulder blades together. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take a break. Now, if you want to add dumbbells to this, you can turn it into a deadlift. Ready and go. But you have to watch your lower back, because anytime that lower back starts rounding, you're going to have some pain. So please just watch. This one is, I always get nervous on this exercise here for people who haven't done it before, because your lower back can really take the heat if you're not doing it correctly. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, 10-second break, going back to those jumping jacks. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. If you want to do a regular, you can. Good job. Perfect. Belly button into the spine, back nice and tall. Good job. Does anybody need water yet? Maybe. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. You guys need water? Let you get some. All right. Next, going back to upper body, want to work your back. So for those that isometric hold, all you're going to do is pretend that you have a bar over your head, and it's a really heavy bar that you have to pull down, and you're just going to pull and hold like right about here. You're going to feel these muscles engaging. So you're really pulling hard, arching your chest out just a little bit so that you can really feel your back. Okay, so we're going to do an isometric hold there, or bent over flies. So much like that deadlift position where your hips are back, your back is flat, you're going to fly your arms like a bird. The weight is going to go back by your hips, not up by your neck. All right, so 30 seconds and go. So you can either do that isometric hold right here where you're really trying to engage these back muscles, or you can do those flies. Good job. So if you're having a hard time with these, you can put your hand, support yourself with your knee on a chair and fly right here. Because you should be feeling your back working, not your shoulders. Take a break. If you're using the weights, go ahead and take a break. You should be feeling it working across those shoulder blade area, not up by your neck.
Okay to sit down to do it?
Yeah, if you're doing the isometric hold, yes, definitely. Okay, ready? Here we go again. A little bit longer break there, sorry. But you should feel your back working. Flying those weights toward your hips. Good. If you're using weight, should not be lower back pain. So again, drop that weight if you need to and fly just one arm back towards your hip. Take a break. Good job. One more round. Are you guys the iso hold people? Are you feeling your back?
Yes.
Yeah?
Good.
Okay, good. All right. Last one, ready? And go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Belly button pulled to spine, especially if you're doing the bent over fly. Protect that lower back with your core. Good job. Almost done. Almost there. 10 seconds. Excellent. Woo! Hopefully that back's working. And done. Okay, good. Back to those vertical mountain climbers for our cardio. Going in 4, 3, 2, and go. If you want to run it, you can, but it's really just whatever is okay with your knees, your hips, your ankles. As long as you're getting those hands above your head, you're doing a great job. 10 seconds left. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. All right, working. I love it. So we're gonna do glutes next, going back to lower body. So for those who are able to, we're moving to the ground and we're going to do 4 rounds instead of 3 of clamshells. So laying on the floor, keeping your feet together and hips stacked so you're not trying to get them too high. For those who are not able to go to the floor, then from a seated position, I want you to cross your leg, if hopefully that feels good, push against your knee, but then resist your knee. So that'll get some inner thigh, but it'll also get glute, okay? So you'll push against your knee and then try to push your hand away using your knee. And we'll see how that feels for you. All right, so 2 rounds each side of 30 seconds. And here we go. Clamshells, hips stacked. We'll see, Freda, if that works your glute.
Ashley, can I just go out to the side? Standing, can I just push, go out to the side?
Well, that works. Yeah, you can. It works a lot of TFL that way. So if you prefer to do a standing one, then I recommend, and take a break, staying on the same side before you go to the next. Like instead of going out to the side this way, come up this way. So your knees stay together here. Yeah. There you go. All right, ready? And go. Same thing. Perfect. Belly button pulled the spine here, even if you're on the floor. Keeping those feet together. If you're on the floor, you should be feeling glute medius, minimus. Yeah, everybody working that glute. Freda, is it working your glute?
Yes.
Inner thigh? Okay. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Rolling over to the other side. We're going to do it again, but on that other side. Perfect. Joni, you doing okay?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. Ready? And here we go. Clamshells, keeping those feet together. Knee and hips stacked. Perfect. Or if you're here doing a standing, you can keep those knees. As long as those knees stay in line with each other, then you'll be doing just fine. It's when that knee starts coming forward that it doesn't work the glute. So keeping the knees in line with each other. Good. Take a break. 1 more, and we'll go back and get some cardio again. Good job, guys. Are you sweating yet?
Good to go.
Okay. Ready and go. Here we go. Belly button pulled to spine. Good. If you're standing, please keep that standing knee slightly bent so that there's no hyperextension. Good job. Almost done. 10 seconds left. Keep running into the piano bench. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Hey, glutes. Nice to meet you. All right, going back to that cardio, standing up. And back to jacks. those low impact jumping jacks or regular jumping jacks. And here we go. Belly button pulled to spine, back nice and tall. Good job. After this, we're gonna move to, some calves. But I did have a question for you guys about your calves. So 10 seconds left. Hopefully that heart rate's coming up after your little rest on the floor. 4, 3, 2, and done. Okay, really fast. Go ahead and grab some water. Does anybody get calf cramps or Charlie horses in your calves? Yeah. Okay. All right. So you might want to ease off on this. Just notice how your calves are feeling. You don't want to create a Charlie horse. So if you feel like, oh, this is going to do it, then we'll just take a break. You can do some jumping jacks or vertical mountain climbers while you're standing there. So yes,
could I
Jody?
ask you something, Ashley?
Sure.
I don't get Charlie horses on land, but sometimes when I swim, I feel my back leg tighten up, both of them, they tighten up. Like I feel the veins or whatever is in the nerves, they just kind of tighten up on me. And I have to really work on shaking it loose. Is that, is there any way to relieve that in what exercise you're giving right now?
This one for your calves, no, but I'll talk to you about that. I'll address it at the end of the workout. How about that?
Okay,
Just
good.
help me
Thank
remember.
you. That's it. That's
All right.
it.
All right. So for those who are seated, all you're going to do is just point your toes. That's it. We're just going to do an isometric hold, pointing your toes. If you want to do a little bit more challenged one of standing, then we're just going to do calf raises. So going up for a count of 2, whoop, don't go too far, hold, and then release for 2. So nice and slow and controlled, okay? So 30 seconds, and here we go. So up, hold, and down, good. Keep those shoulders back, belly button pulled to spine. If your calves or ankles start getting achy, please stop, or Charlie horsing, please stop. This is, I'm just trying to create movement and motion through your calves because that's where a lot of like, your blood settles in your calves and ankle area. Take a break. So the more circulation and blood you can get going through those muscles, the more it'll help. To an extent that it doesn't hurt you and cause pain. Ready? And here we go again. Up and down. Good. So if you want to add a little challenge and work different aspects of your calf, you can turn those toes in and get the medial part of your calf. Good. Shoulders tall. You need to hold on to something, totally fine. Belly button pulled to spine. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Little break. Shake it out if you need to. We have one more round. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. If you want to do toes out, you can. Most Americans don't have problems though with this part of their calf. This part of their calf is usually too tight. So I recommend either doing straight on or toes turned in so that you don't overwork an already overactive part of your calf, generally speaking. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, almost done. Perfect. Okay, cardio. I'll leave it up to you if you want to do the jacks or if you want to do the mountain climbers, doesn't matter. And go. It's up to you. It doesn't matter to me. As long as those hands are getting over your head, that's all that matters. Just depends on how your shoulders are feeling too. Because sometimes jumping jacks can really wear their shoulders out. Doing good, halfway done. And then we're gonna go to some biceps. Good job, good job. Getting those hands overhead. If your heart rate's too high, you just want to walk in place, totally fine. And take a break. Okay, so biceps. Isometric hold. Pretend that you're going to be carrying something heavy. So you engage those biceps and then you just hold it there. So you're going to get a really nice bicep curl without any weight.
Oh.
If you want to use some weights, then you can always go to bicep curls here with your dumbbells. Okay. So 30 seconds and go. Belly button pulled to spine. Please keep that elbow in line with your shoulders. So the tendency of some people is to bring that elbow up. You want to keep your elbow in line with your shoulder. And that'll work your bicep and not your shoulder. Good job. Keeping the ears in line with the shoulder as well. Good, good, good. Take a break. The next round, we're going to do a hammer curl instead of a bicep curl. So 3, that means your palms are facing each other now. And go. So now your palms face each other, like you're hammering a nail into the top of your shoulder. Just works that bicep a little differently. Nice and slow and controlled. Good job. Check your posture, glutes tight, abs tight, shoulders back. And elbows should not be coming forward, should be right underneath that shoulder. Woo, good job. Okay, one more round. 5, 4, 2, and here we go. I'll leave it up to you if you want to do hammer or regular. It's totally up to you. You know which 2 options there are. There's one more for your biceps, but it puts a major strain on your forearm. So I don't even want to show you, but it's really effective. Good job. Nice and slow and controlled. Are your biceps burning yet? Anybody?
Yes.
Take a break. Okay, good. Awesome. Guess what? It's time for cardio again. Doesn't matter to me. Jumping jacks or vertical mountain climbers. And go. Again, if your heart rate's too high, you can always just walk in place. You don't have to. Just please be careful. Be cognizant of your heart rate.
My heart's not going up. It was at 87 just a minute ago.
All right.
Why doesn't it go up?
So I don't, if you're on blood pressure medication,
I'm not on anything. I'm not on anything.
Huh. Then I think we need to do harder cardio. Okay. Triceps, because we're almost done with all the major muscle groups. So your triceps. So if you don't want to use any weights, all you're going to do is take those arms behind you, like you're holding a big ball behind you and you don't want it to touch your back. So you're just going to hold and you'll feel those triceps. If you want to use your dumbbell, there's several different options. I wanted to see how your shoulders were with this. So from a standing position, you'll take your weight, touch it to your shoulders and back up, keeping your elbows pointing forward. Does that feel okay on everybody's shoulders? Maybe, yeah, okay. So 30 seconds, here we go. Keep that belly button pulled to your spine. You don't want to have this major arch in your lower back. So tuck those hips under, squeeze those glutes, elbows pointing forward. I'll sit here so that you guys can see the elbows. The tendency is for people to bring their elbows out here. It's not good on your rotator cuff, so keep those elbows pointed forward. Good job. You can always drop to 1 dumbbell if you're using 2. Take a break. Or if it's not working enough, you can always go to 2 dumbbells. Okay, ready? And go. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Belly button pulled to spine. Really watch that lower back. As you start getting tired, that lower back's going to arch and you're going to feel like you're swinging. Please don't. Just drop the weight. Do the same motion or do that iso hold. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. One more round. Yeah, I just don't want you to injure your lower backs. See if I can get this so you can see a little better. Ready? There we go. And go. Perfect. Keeping those elbows forward. If you feel your lower back arching, you can always do a staggered stance and that'll help protect your lower back. And I'm sorry if you can't drive tomorrow or later on today. That was not the goal, just so you know. Good job. Almost done. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Back to that cardio. Your choice. You get those 2 choices. Ready and go. So if you want to make this extra more challenging, like maybe Barb, because I see her going hardcore, you can always take the mountain climbers to the floor and do that there. But it's really up to you. 10 seconds left. Then we're gonna do some shoulder work, but maybe you don't need shoulder work because your arms are already tired from all these jumping jacks. Take a break. Okay, question, who wants shoulders? Are your shoulders toast? Okay.
Anything you do is great.
Okay, well, I'll give you the option. If you just want to walk in place or do one of the other exercises we've already done, you can definitely do that. All right, so for your shoulders, all we're going to do, I don't want to do any weights with it because they've already been worked a lot. We're just going to do arm circles. That's it. So 30 seconds. Here we go. We're going to do small ones for 15 seconds. And then we'll turn to big ones for another 15. So 5, 4, 3, 2. Now big ones forward still. Who knew that your arms could be so heavy? Doing good, doing good. 3, 2, and 1. Take a little break. Shake it out. We're going to go backwards on the next round. And here we go. Small ones to begin with. Perfect. Hey, arms. So check your belly button. The tendency is start leaning forward. So pull those shoulders back. Guess what? Big circles backward. Check also your head. Your head should be up. You shouldn't be looking at the floor. So keeping that head up, looking forward. Ears in line with your shoulders. Woo! Hey, take a break. Do you guys want another round on your shoulders or is that good? Okay, let's do a cardio and then we'll do some abs. Sound good? Okay, here we go. Last round of cardio. Woohoo, your choice. Here we go.
That's not good on joints.
If your shoulders are getting tired, you can always move your arms to the frontal position and that'll change how the shoulder works. That might feel a little bit better. Or you can turn it into a clapping jack as well. So that might help feel a little bit better too. You're almost done. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, for those who are able to get on the floor, I'll show you yours first. So we're moving to the floor and we're going to start with some marching abs. So on the floor, lower back pushed into the floor, belly button pulled to spine. And you can either start from the floor and march or bring your hips here, your knees above your hips and do a tap. but it's all about keeping that lower back in the floor. If you are doing this from a seated position, then see if I can get that. There we go. What I want you to do is scooting towards the edge of your chair. So I'll do it from a side view. Scooting toward the edge, bracing yourself so your back is nice and tall. And then you'll do the same thing. You'll lift alternating legs. It's all about keeping that belly button pulled to your spine and your back straight. So those are your options. You should feel the target muscle area is that lower ab. So that's where you should feel it working, okay? If you feel your lower back working, then take a break and try it again, because that means your abs gave out and your back started working. All right, so here we go, 30 seconds. You can either do with that pelvic tilt, lower back flat, pull the belly button to spine. You can either do the alternating leg lift, nice and slow, or you can do the alternating toe tap. Good job. 10, 9, 8. Almost there. Should be feeling some lower abs. Take a break. Did everybody feel their abs? Yeah, okay, good. Awesome. All right, going again. And here we go. Joni, is this working for you?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good. Perfect. You're not almost done. You have 20 seconds left. Again, if your lower back gets tired or your quads get tired, just take a break, reset, and try again, because that means your abs gave out on you. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Good job. We have one more round, and then we'll switch. And here we go. Should be feeling some lower abs here. If you have your knees above your hips and your quads are getting tired, drop those legs, do the pelvic tilt, and then go to a leg lift, because it shouldn't be quad, it should be ab that you're feeling. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, almost done. Perfect. Okay, no cardio, just another ab. So we're gonna go to a double crunch. So this is gonna work strength abs, like that 6-pack ab, keeping your eyes on the ceiling. Pelvic tilt, so the lower back is flat in the floor. Gonna crunch your elbows and knees together, and then come back to starting position. So crunch, back together. If you have pain in the lower back doing that, then all I want you to do is just focus on that crunch only. Don't worry about the lower extremity. For those who are seated, this is your option. If this will stand up for me, there we go. So you'll do similar thing with a crunch. Hopefully your hip flexors don't get mad at you. So you'll have to let me know how you feel, Freda, okay? All right, ready? Here we go, double crunch. Perfect, that looks good, Freda. If your hip flexors start feeling anything, Joni, Freda, please stop and just don't do anything. Karen, you doing okay?
Feels good, actually.
Yeah.
Okay,
Feels
okay.
good.
Good. Freda, you doing okay? Okay, good.
I'm
10 seconds left.
now. I'm seated.
Okay, okay. As long as your lower back and your hip flexors are okay, that's all I care about. Take a break.
Good.
Okay, take a break. Your quads might feel it a little bit too.
All right.
All right, ready? And go. Second round. So that double crunch, you're working that whole ab, from your upper ab all the way down to your lower ab. And you can also do these on the bed after the workout's done, if you want to try it from a laying position, you can always do that too. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Perfect. You have one more round in you? Maybe? Maybe not. Is anybody still out there?
I can do
Staring at
another
Joey.
round
Okay.
if you want to.
All right. Ready? Here we go. Last one. Double crunch. Keep those eyes on the ceiling, please, because you don't want to strain your neck. So your shoulders are lifting your neck, not your neck lifting your neck, if that makes sense. Because I don't want anybody to have to go to the chiropractor after today's workout. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. We have one more ab to do, and it's for the stabilization portion of your core. So it's going to be a plank. Those who know how to do planks. Here, we'll go to the floor first. So either your elbows and your toes, or if you need to do elbows and knees, totally fine. For those who are seated or not on the floor, if you can utilize like your desk chair or your desk or a coffee table or something that you might have. I'm going to use this ledge right here. So this is my chair. Even if you just like sit on the edge of your chair and lean forward, you can brace yourself with your arms. But leaning forward, you'll feel your abs engage. Hopefully. Can you feel that, Freda? A little bit? Okay, the farther you lean forward, the more you're going to feel your abs work. Okay, so that takes it off of the weight off your shoulders and stuff. Okay, so we're good. Everybody got their position? Karen, you good?
Yeah, I'm gonna lean
Yeah,
forward.
okay. All right, so we'll see how you guys feel on the seated positions. Ready? 30 seconds. Here we go. So if you want to start on your toes, and then as your lower back gets tired, you want to drop to your knees, that's fine. But for those who are seated, the closer you sit to the edge and the more you lean forward, hopefully you can feel your core. It's kind of an awkward position, I know, but hopefully you can feel it. Take a break. That was 30 seconds. So you should feel like your deep core working when you do that. Yeah, everybody feeling that? Yeah, okay. Mac, you feeling it working?
A little bit.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll do it one more time and go. So planking. Good job. You can always do it from a standing against a wall as well, if that's easier. If the seated part's not working very well. You're almost done though. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we could do that one more time or we can stretch. I don't know how you guys are feeling, how your lower backs are doing. One more time, give me a thumbs up. Ready to stretch? Give me a thumbs down. So I kind of know. Okay, so it looks like majority wins. I didn't see Barry or Bernice vote, so majority wins. We're gonna do one more plank. How about we'll do it for 15 seconds? Does that sound good? Ready? One more plank and go. I'll meet you halfway in between. All right, here we go. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's stretch. So we'll do this seated. give you guys a little break because I don't know how tired you are. Let's start with your hamstrings. So we'll kick one leg out. I'm gonna scoot back just a little bit. Kick one leg out, slight bend in your knee and lean forward. So there should be a nice stretch in your hamstrings, that upper part of your back leg. Good job, guys. That was a good hour workout, almost. 3, 2, and 1, switching legs. Extending that leg, slight bend in the knee, and then just lean forward. Should feel good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. We're going to do a glute hip stretch. So crossing that ankle over the knee if you can. This might be enough for you. You might not need any more. If not, if you want a little bit more, lean forward. Should not be painful. It should feel good. Stretching should feel good. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We'll switch legs. Again, you might not need to lean forward. This might be enough right here. If you want to lean forward, go ahead. There's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. We'll get our quads in just a second and our calves in just a second, but let's go to our shoulders and rear delt. So crossing your right arm over in front and then using your left arm to pull it towards you. So you get a nice stretch in that back of the shoulder. Sitting nice and tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Other side, left arm across the body. Use that right arm to help pull it closer to you. Here's 6, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Perfect. Let's get your tricep. So taking that arm by your ear, bending at the elbow, and then use your opposite hand to add some resistance or pull, not resistance, just pull it so you get a nice stretch in the back of your arm. That might be sore tomorrow after all those triceps that we did today. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. Bring the other arm up, bend at the elbow, grab with your other hand at the elbow, and pull down. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. Good. So if you can, grab behind you if you're able to have enough space between the back of your chair, and you're just going to round your shoulders, try and push your shoulder blades into your back pockets. And this is going to stretch through your chest. If you want to lift with your arms, you can. It's just dependent upon you and your shoulder range. So should be a nice chest stretch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's get some upper back. So rounding those shoulders, interlacing your fingers, rounding your shoulders, and then we're going to twist. Just twist the right shoulder up so you'll get a nice stretch down underneath your shoulder blade. Perfect. We're going to switch. Lift that left shoulder, twist, trying to get a stretch under that left shoulder blade. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. So all we have left is our quads and our calves. So for those who can stand, this is the easiest way to stretch your quads. is to grab a foot, even if you want to like put your foot on a chair and then lean forward, that's a good way to stretch your quad too. Or even lay on the floor if that's easier, and pull your leg behind you so that it takes the balance out of it. But for those who are seated in a chair, this is a very hard one to stretch. So if you can just kind of maneuver over to the edge of your chair and try to lift your leg a little bit. It puts the body at a very weird angle. So this isn't one of my favorite stretches to do, but it's good to stretch. And if you focus on trying to push your knee down into the floor, you'll get a nice stretch in that quad. So hopefully you can feel a good quad stretch there. But this is the most ideal. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Good. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. For your calves, if you can either like just dig your heel and pull your toe towards your knee. For those who are seated, you can try to do the same thing. It's much more challenging to stretch the calf, so you probably have to lean forward quite a bit. But even then, you may not feel a calf stretch. So if you could put your toe against a wall or the corner of your desk. Well, you can't really see that there. Let me turn that. So put your toe and kind of just push, stretch that way. That's a little bit easier if you're doing it seated. Okay, go ahead and switch legs. Or if you can stand, you can always kick that leg back too and just push your heel into the floor, and that'll stretch it too. So there's lots of different ways to stretch your calves here. Hope I'm not confusing anybody. Okay, here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. That's it, you guys, you did it. High five. Yeah.